How can you possibly write a standalone if you know it needs to be a series? My name is Gina. I'm an author, editor, publishing professional. I help you make your writing better. I'm going to assign you some homework on this. I'm going to ask you to go to the video that this comment came from, and this was a video in which I am talking about books that originally sold as standalones that were later converted into series, and read the first books in those series. Most of them released as standalones without anybody knowing whether or not the series was going to continue. And so the first book is satisfying. It has a complete story arc. The character's main story plot goal is all wrapped up, but there are some like lingering questions in the background. And when you get to book number two, you will find some things where you're like, oh, I didn't even think to worry about that. But now that I see it, I now I'm very worried. I want to know how this happens. Another really good example and a reason why I come back to this show all the time is How I Met Your Mother. There are several points in that series where they could have exited the story and they could have made someone be the mother. And now they are doing a podcast right now, and one of the creators insists that they never had any of these exit points. And that's, I believe him. Like, it's his story, it's his work, it's his artistry. But there are places that you can see that they could have exited. They could have made that the ending. They could have made that woman be the mother. In season one, Victoria could have been the mother. But then over the course of the second half of that season, so he meets Victoria and starts dating her in episode 13, but there are 22 episodes in the season. Over the next 9 episodes, the stakes get bigger. Ted has more to lose. And so even though the story would have been satisfying, as it went on, those things that felt like the darkest moment, those things that felt like a resolution, now instead feel like bumps in the road, like obstacles on the way to this bigger, grander story. Later on, the break from season 3 to 4, Stella could have been the mother. There is a natural breaking point where Ted has a lot on the line, and that could have been the exit point for the series if the studio had decided to make it such, if the writers had decided that that's where they were done. And you can even see later on when they're starting to stretch the story out that there was a natural break point, and they did some things and they added some stuff to draw the story out and to make it take longer. And so you can see how this works in the opposite direction as well.